June 18th is coming fast, and if you aren't paying attention, you're about to leave over $1 million and some of the rarest limited time items on the table. Rockstar is cleaning house before the next big update, and today I'm breaking down the 6 essential things you need to do right now to make sure that you're fully loaded. We're talking the free cash, exclusive clothing, free cars, discounts, and much more. Without wasting any more time, let's jump into the video. First up, let's talk about the easiest stuff you can do today. Just for logging in this week, Rockstar is handing out the Los Santos soccer jersey. It is a clean look, but remember, once June 18th hits, you will most likely not be able to get this again. But it's not just about the login unlock. If you're a Rockstar Discord member, there's an exclusive item waiting for you. This will be the burgundy Rockstar Varsity crew neck. This is another limited time claim, so if you haven't linked your account or joined Rockstar's official Discord yet, make sure that you do it before the 18th or you'll miss this limited time item. Now let's get to the real money. For the grinders out there, the weekly challenge is huge. If you sell $500,000 worth of special cargo, Rockstar is going to match that with a $500,000 bonus. That's literally doubling your profit for doing work you are probably already doing. Alongside that, you will unlock the Rockstar Razor Aged t-shirt, so another nice clothing item attached to this. And finally, the big one, we have the 7 community missions, which are all active right now. If you complete all 7 of these before June 18th, you will get $500,000 within 72 hours of completion. So that brings our total of this easy money for the week to a little over $1 million just from doing these few things. Extremely simple, and you definitely don't want to miss out on that. We also had that community mission series active last week, essentially the exact same thing, so doing it again is also very nice. Now that you've claimed your free stuff this week, let's talk about the bonuses that you need to do before June 18th. There is some massive multipliers active right now. First up, if you guys are playing on PS5, Xbox Series X or S, or PC, with the enhanced version of GTA Online, you definitely want to take advantage of the community mission series, which are paying out 4 times money and RP. This one ties very nicely into the first section with that $500,000 reward. If you're looking to rank up fast and make some pretty nice money, this is definitely the go-to this week. You can find them on the map over here to play through the series, or instead in the pause menu under the community missions. Now, for those of you guys who prefer playing solo, this might be a better option. The KO Preco Island does have a 4 times money and RP bonus on the treasure chests. It might be worth trying to find some of these things when you guys are setting up a KO heist in the Gather Intel mission. The KO Island also got the hidden caches paying out triple money and RP, so 2 potential things you guys can look for in that Gather Intel mission. Probably a nice routine to play through when setting up your heist. Get these things ticked off and then play the KO heist itself. Probably not a bad idea. And finally, the Overtime Rumble adversary mode has double money and RP. Honestly, quite fun to play this. I have played this in the past. You get to use the Ruiner 2000 with the parachute, and you have to land on the sort of giant floating dartboards. This will be so much fun to play if you guys play with a lot of friends or crew members. I definitely think the best bonus this week just has to be their community mission series. If you guys have that 4 times multiplier, it is well worth playing. Now, it wouldn't be a massive GTA Online week without the chance to win some high-end cars and get them for free. First of all, you need to head over to the Diamond Casino because this week's Lucky Wheel podium vehicle is the Declasse Vaquero ZX convertible. This car is an absolute beast. Not only does it look pretty cool, but it is also one of the top performers in its class. Having access to the HSW upgrades if you play on the expanded and enhanced edition, and also value-wise with a usual price tag of $2.2 million, you definitely want to try and win this. I got very lucky and won it on the first spin of the week, so yeah, make sure you do this before June 18th. If the wheel isn't being kind to you, don't worry because you can guarantee yourself a completely free car over at the LS Car Meet. This week's prize ride is the Grotti Cheetah Classic. Definitely one of the better looking cars in the entire game in my opinion, and it handles extremely well. If you want to get this one for free, all you need to do is make sure that you win anytime this week in the LS Car Meet series. If you guys have a friend or even just a random player, take it in turns to win a race. I would recommend using a drag race for this, and you will get this car for free. Very simple and very quick to do. Again, don't miss out on these 2 free cars before June 18th. If you've been sitting on a pile of cash, now is the time to spend it wisely. We have some pretty heavy hitting discounts this week, starting with a 40% off the executive offices, including all modifications and upgrades. If you're a new player or just looking to move your current office, this is definitely the week to do it. On top of that, just remember that special cargo weekly challenge where you do need the office. This will be a nice chance to do that. Also remember there is a completely free office sometimes, depending if you are a returning player. Moving over to the vehicles, we have a massive 30% discount across a huge range of land and sea transport. For the races, the Vapid Dominator ASP and the Albany V STR are the standouts here. Both of them are really respectable in their different classes, and 30% off is really nice. If you're into the classic vehicles, the Pegasi Infernus Classic and the Vulcan Nebula Turbo are probably the best ones in that respect. Perfect for filling out those garage slots that you probably have whilst maintaining how nice it looks. Then for the off-roaders, the Nagasaki Outlaw is 30% off. Definitely a great choice for its off-road capability. And last but not least, for the discount section, don't forget the gun van, because this week the service carbine is 30% off for everyone, and if you have GTA Plus, you can get a 40% off the military rifle. Find that gun van and take advantage of them discounts. If you're looking for a structured way to make cash this week and are not really bothered about the bonuses, you might want to do these weekly money methods. First up, the FIB priority file. If you guys have a garment factory, you definitely want to do the black box file this week. Complete these bonus challenges for an additional $50,000 on top of the already huge payout. You can also do the salvage yard robberies. You can find the Grotti Turismo Classic, which will be the gangbanger robbery, the podium robbery for the Benefactor Shalgan GT, and the McToney robbery for the Vapid Ellie. All of them extremely nice to do, getting you roughly $1 million for completing all of them. Now let's talk about the fastest money on the map, the time trials. This week's standard time trial is LSIA 2. It's a relatively straightforward sprint, and I'm sure many of you guys should be able to complete this with ease. Then if you guys are on the next gen or current gen version nowadays of expanded and enhanced GTA Online, you can do the Ron Alternates to Elysian Island HSW time trial, paying out $250,000 once completed. If you guys have a fast enough HSW vehicle, for example the Hakachu Drag, it will be extremely simple to complete. I would recommend at least trying to do one of the things from these weekly money methods every single week. I think the salvage yard is probably one of the go-to options. To wrap things up, let's look at some of these vehicles that you can test drive and, more importantly, buy before they disappear from the showrooms on the 18th. At PDM or Simeon's Auto Shop, you can find the Benefactor Strata, Rapid GT Classic, Avarice, and the Oracle XS, along with the Vapid Retinue. Some of these are removed vehicles, so after this weekly update ends, you might not be able to buy them on their respective websites until Rockstar adds them in again in the future. Then, over at the luxury dealership, we have the Karen Woodlander and the Ubermax Sentinel XS4. Both of these cars should be able to have the HSW upgrades, so it makes them somewhat worth it, albeit they are not the best HSW vehicles, at least in my opinion. I also think the Sentinel XS4 looks really nice, so you might want to get that if you also agree. Last but not least, the final place for test track vehicles is the LS Car Meet. At the standard test track, we have the Grotti GT500, the Coquette, and the Riata, which by the way is completely massive and it barely fits on the test track. And then for the HSW test ride, we have the Astrale. The Astrale is definitely my favorite car there. Before we wrap up, we have to talk about the massive value sitting in the new GTA Plus month. If you are a member, you have a whole list of exclusive perks that have just refreshed, and some of these multipliers are genuinely insane. First up, the big money, we have a 5 times money and RP on G's caches. Probably worth trying to find them on the map when you can. On top of that, we have a double rewards on the Hangar Cell missions and the No Way Out and Home Sweet Home missions. If you have been letting your air freight stock sit for a while, this month will be a great chance to sell it. The No Way Out missions as well will get you a really solid payday. Speaking of hangars, you can currently get one for 60% off, which includes all of its upgrades, plus the Mackenzie Field hangar is also available. Now for the vehicles, the Ocelot Stromberg is free this entire month if you have GTA Plus, $1 million plus value for this, and it is a really nice vehicle. If you're shopping at the Vinewood Car Club, you will also be able to find all of these cars and vehicles discounted, a really nice selection. And last but not least, for some clothing items, and the vehicle wheel chameleon respray, we have these things. Altogether, not a bad month for GTA Plus. The bonuses really take the stage there, and they're probably your main focus. But yeah guys, with that being said, that will really wrap it up for this Don't Miss Out video. For the standard weekly update, make sure that you do these things before June 18th rolls around, and obviously with GTA Plus you have just under a month for all of those things, with the new GTA Online update expected to release at the end of the GTA Plus month, so something to look forward to. If you went on to enjoy this video or found it useful in any way, shape or form, leave a like, I always do appreciate it, and if you are new to the channel and like what you see, subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.